This Kenyan musical artist and cultural entrepreneur has forged a new path for herself and for other misfits in Nairobi and elsewhere, where being yourself isn't only enough, but celebrated and respected and lucrative. I sat down with Muthoni in Nairobi recently to hear her story.
I want to know about the Blankets and Wine Festival.
So we are a picnic-style music festival. We started in 2008 in Nairobi, and then now we are in Uganda and in Rwanda as well. So
In Kigali
and in Kampala. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And this was your brainchild?
Yeah.
I guess people bring blankets
Yeah, so
and
people
wine.
bring blankets and bring some wine.
So what made you come up with it?
So the beginnings of it is really, I'm a musician. That's my primary vocation. I sing, I rap, I play drums. I really love music, and I hope I remain an artist all my life. But when I started my career, one of the things that I had a lot from the people who had platforms and opportunities in this space was that I was not Kenyan enough, that the sound wasn't Kenyan enough, and therefore it wouldn't really work on the platforms that existed. And so because I didn't want to quit music, I just had to figure out how to platform myself. And I really just was like, look, you want to make music. There's lots of artists like you who are outcasts or misfits or for whom this space doesn't exist. Okay. So then I needed a place to perform my music. I needed to exist as an artist. Yeah. I wanted to be in front of audiences. So in a brainstorm with my friends, we were like, what you're doing indoors now, just take it outdoors, instead of playing by yourself, program all the other misfits and all the, the other not enoughs, right?
Yeah.
And then you could cross-pollinate an audience and, let's make it happen. And then I slept on it. When I woke up, I had a strong conviction that it would work. I also just felt like there was something that was fundamentally missing from the music scene, because then the music scene was kind of locked in clubs and on radio. And I said, that's too limiting. What about something that's kind of in none of those two worlds? And what about a space that really prioritizes discovery of music and co-creation of a vibe, with the audience? I also felt convinced that Nairobi is the kind of place that you can make this experiment happen. It's super multicultural. There's lots of people who've studied abroad and have been exposed to the idea of festivals. And so, coming back home, this is something that was actually missing in their palette of entertainment. And ultimately, who doesn't want to just hang out on Sunday, listen to music?
Who doesn't?
Drink some wine with your friends. I mean, it kind of works.
Okay. I heard that you were somewhere in the vicinity of the king.
Yeah.
Who was here with Camilla.
Yeah.
So can you tell us about that experience?
Yeah.
What were you doing there? What was it like?
So, in fact, I was there in two capacities. So we were invited by the British Council to produce a series of events around the king being here. We also ran a music incubator, so we're kind of selective on the kind of gigs that we produce. So this is one of those gigs that we were like, yes, happy to produce that. So we were there with the production company, but then I was also invited into a huddle, like a table to kind of speak to His Majesty about the creative scene in Kenya. And there was a few of us who were invited into that huddle.
That is just amazing.
It was kind of fun, to be honest.
What is the music incubator? What is it?
So just like the festival, that's really been born out of just need.
Yeah.
So then we thought that maybe if we develop a systemized way of thinking, we could upskill people who already know some stuff, and then now just give them the real language, right? And then we've trained, so we've done 3 cohorts, trained about 105 professionals now in the industry who we are like, yeah, you guys know what you're doing. There is nowhere you can get formal training for the music industry. Yeah. So we are the formal
What
education.
is the name? What is the name?
Perform Music Incubator.
Muthoni, it's been such a pleasure to meet you.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you for coming out tonight in the cold and the rain.
No, it's absolutely my pleasure.
Yes.
It's truly my pleasure.